Hey everyone, this is Dusko Maka Aesthetic Gamer, and this is the Evil Within the assignment. We're not actually in the we're actually on the main menu of the Evil Within, but there's the assignment. So anyways, this is a direct follow-up to the main campaign of the Evil Within. This takes place during the same time frame that the Evil Within takes place in. And as a heads up, this will have major story spoilers for the Evil Within. It's basically a two-part campaign. This is the first part. There's another part of this DLC coming out later this year known as The Consequence, and it features Juli Kidman's adventure during the course of the Evil Within. It's been several months since I've played the Evil Within, so to be quite frank, I'm going to probably be rusty as hell. So I'm predicting I'm going to be pretty bad at first. Not to mention, this came out late at night, and I'm kind of tired right now. I'm honestly living on pure fuel hype right now to play this, but I want to play this right now, especially since it's all dark and I can have the lights off, so maybe it'll be ambiently spooky. It'd be better if I was playing it now as opposed to like early in the morning. It's all daylight and rainbows outside, because there's rainbows outside my window every day, obviously. Okay, enough blabbing about that. Let's get started straight into this. Just know when I first launch up the game, I might have to change a few options. I'm testing to see how this game will work with me borderless. Unlike the main game, which I played with the borders because I played when it released and all that. I'm going to try it borderless for one, and also try it at 60 frames per second. My computer sounds a little bit angry that I'm playing it at 60 frames per second, but we'll find out how it rolls. Let's get straight into the assignment. Oh, it brought me to a separate title screen. I didn't call that one happening. It looks about the same, except a lot more red. I guess the room's a little bit different. Anyways, let's go. Okay, so yeah, I guess, do I have to go back to the options and re-enable some stuff? Let's find out. Enemy indicators, survival? No, I do have to reset my options. Hide. Okay, so the options here are actually different than the options in the main game, so I have to set them separately. Show that, show subtitles, disable life gauge, hide your tutorials, son. Enemy indicators, survival, hide. Hide that shit. I'm gonna play like how I played the normal game. I said I was trying to. Anyways, hide that. Hide basically everything. Controls, graphics. No, kept that at the very least. Well, looks like things are fine besides that. Let's go straight into the game then. I will say new game. And it's going to ask me for brightness. Wait until you can barely see the thing in the center. This game, I want the game to be dark because they claim that the DLC for Evil Within is going to be more horror focused than action focused. We'll see if I agree with that after the end of this. And who knows, maybe this one will be more horror related, maybe the next one will be more action related. We'll find out, I guess. Let's go straight into The Evil Within, The Assignment. They existed together, but each saw things in their own way. It was as if each patient's consciousness filled in the blanks, creating their own reality. Test notes from trial from Dr. Jimenez. Oh, Jimenez.
Do you stand with Mobius?
I do. I made my choice.
Chapter 1, An Oath. Now, as you may have noticed for those who are watching Let's Play, I've decided to try 60 frames per second borderless, unlike the main game. I also know exactly when this is in the main campaign. This is when they crash the hospital right after the first chapter, except we're in it during daytime. Which I guess makes sense. I always found it kind of strange that they crashed in the daytime and Sebastian doesn't wake up till like nighttime. I guess that answers one question. I guess Sebastian's just a really deep sleeper. Now, I don't actually know if there's anything for me to look for. Also, maybe this is the next... No, but that wouldn't make sense if it's the next day. Where the fuck did... Sebastian was in the car when it came out. Let's see. Police line did not cross. I don't have any weapons, also. Now, it's been a while since I've played this, so I'm actually forgetting a lot of the controls. It's obviously crouch. That's a melee kick that apparently we have. I'm sure that's going to be useful, as in not useful, because the melee of fucking Sebastian was terrible in the main game. Anyways, taking a casual jog through here. It's kind of interesting to see it during the day break. It's going to be a very...
The crash. I wasn't alone. Where is everybody?
That's why I was just asking. You're perceptive. Was this always here? I don't remember there being a birdhouse there. I remember there being a goat sacrifice coming up on a rock slide over there. But I remember a birdhouse, surprisingly enough. I'm assuming, though, we're probably not alone, though I have to get back in the gist of things. And by the tree, if there's a goat sacrifice on this play, yeah, here it is, the goat sacrifice. There's also, that's new. There was definitely not that in the main campaign. However, they do have the goat sacrifice. That's a nice touch. Strange whisperings around a strange altar. Should I really go investigate that? Maybe I need to? Wow. Yeah, the forest has changed. Actually, dramatically. Yeah, even though it's obviously the same forest, it's also quite a bit different, surprisingly enough. Seems like the layout of the forest has seen some radical changes. Then again, this is a mental mindscape. In the main game, there was all this whole landscape is changing and all that, so sure, I'll take it. Instead, I guess we're going inside this tree trunk. What does this make me think of? Like a pirate's adventure? I don't fucking know. Tree roots symbolism.
Sorry, detectives. Gives it creeps up.
Shit. I've got to get out of here.
But D-Mine, someone in the chat said, she would have broken her neck from that angle. But would she have broken her neck if she fell like that in her mind? Ooh. So, spoilers for Evil Within, but presumably you shouldn't be watching this if you haven't seen Evil Within or played the Evil Within, on account that this has huge spoilers for the main game. Everything in the game is taking place in their mental state, so nothing that's actually happening is physically happening. It's all on the mental plane. So, would that make a difference? Would that break her neck in that instance? Now, so much I will mention, that was actually the first time we've ever heard a haunted talk. That's a little bit new. They never talked for Sebastian. They just kind of made noises. I don't recall them. They made hissing sounds, but they didn't really talk. That one definitely talked. Also, is there a knife? I'm not going to think too hard about it. We're now deep into the cave. I will say this area has some nice art direction, though. I wonder if the lions try and teach me how to crouch under things. There's also weird dialogue channeling. It almost sounds like Sebastian. That laughing sound, however, doesn't sound quite like him.
There's no going back.
War trenches. So in the Evil Within, different minds are affecting different planes of reality. That is definitely Sebastian. So war trenches, caves. Right now we're having TV static and things talking about. Sounds like Sebastian. That's.
Where's Joseph?
Is this before or after the main game? Here's why I'm asking. The dialogue that's being said are all things that are said during the campaign of the main game. Anyways, weird TV stack effect going on right now. Let's go approach the fence. Huh. Can I kick it open? Yeah. I have to remember we have super powerful melees. Just remind me of all the mechanics right now, I see.
Settle down, Leslie.
Leslie.
That was the most zombified I've ever seen Leslie.
Leslie. Leslie Withers.
I'm sorry?
Kid, I need you focused. I need your attention. This is a serious matter. Everything we do is a serious matter.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'd like to think so, but conviction must be proven with action. As I was saying, your target is Leslie Withers. He's a patient at Beacon Mental Hospital. But he's something more. Simply put, we need him to run our STEM system. Without this asset, our research will mean nothing.
I don't understand. We own Beacon. Why not just take him?
Our relationship with his advisor, Marcelo Jimenez, has become rather strained. The boy is a leverage piece. Jimenez plans to activate a STEM prototype at Beacon without our permission. Obviously, that's unsuitable. Have no illusions. It will be dangerous. Come, take a walk. The nurses are waiting.
Well, this has already answered one question I had. I always wondered if Jimenez was related to Cat.
Hey there. Where did you come from?
Oh, she's our... Okay, Kitty is our save point, apparently. Well, that is something. Actually, will this area be Julie's replacement for Sebastian's save room? I was actually kind of wondering about that, because Sebastian saves his game whenever he's in the mental clinic in his mind, or what the fuck was going on with that. So, if that was his save room, is this Julie's save room? Does he access it from mirrors? How does she access it? I guess the screen got all staticky and suddenly she went to here. It'll be kind of interesting to see the differences between how Sebastian saw everything in the game and how Kidman sees things in the game. Because I guess that will confirm there were some things that were Sebastian exclusive. In other words, things that were part of him as opposed to just being part of Ruvik's mind. Ooh, but I'm also going to throw out there, definitely the Ada comparisons can be made among other things, but she doesn't quite seem like an Ada. I mean, it was obvious that she's an agent of this corporation named Mobius, which I know a little bit about thanks to the art book and yada, but that does confirm that Jimenez was part of the same organization, but he was acting against them, which is interesting. I was always kind of curious about that, so that's one question of mine already taken care of. Whatever, news slot. Even though it... Okay, well, I guess that's two of the same save file. Why not? Let's get straight back into it. It's a very big cat. So I'm making the assumption that this is kind of our replacement for that in this game. Kitty's having a good old fun time. Do I have to sit down in this chair to save? Let's find out. Oh yeah, it's sitting down in the chair. We'll make it so you can save. I'll keep that in mind for the future. Kitty! You have to make the cat's kind of adorable. Anyways, let's put the cat down. Oh, we can actually do things. Stand up. or we could save. We can just sit here with a counter lap for a period of time, I guess. Of course, we're gonna stand up. But she's not really a traitorous female fatale. She seems a lot more insecure in herself, basically. If you're trying, I think that her role is a bit more of the wants to do the right thing, involved in a corporation, not sure if the corporation is the right thing to do situation. If I can read her character a little bit more. I got that impression in the main game. I'm getting that impression right now that that's her role. As opposed to female fatale, seductive, spy that does what she's paid to do, but with her own interest in mind. Personal opinion there. Anyways. Oh, well, that did open. Yeah, this definitely isn't reality. People don't usually walk around with shaded heads going on. I mean, I kind of knew this wasn't okay, so correction. I knew this wasn't reality from the get-go, but just in case any of us were uncertain, that's definitely not reality. Okay, I'll just make sure there wasn't anything on the desk or anything else inside this room. Hey, kitty cat was on the sofa while I was gone. Alright. Let's see what my people are talking about. I guess this is Mobius's headquarters, at least in my memory of it. Having a good time. Mobius, of course, would grow stuff. What does this have to say? Ground floor, upper level, lower level. Alright, it's like a map, except I'm not going to investigate it too deeply. Anything about surveillance? Nope, nothing about surveillance video cameras. Will this door open? It has green next to it. I have a feeling that's where I need to go, so I kind of want to take some more time to look around. Hello, sir. Interesting gloves you got there. Guessing they have to go with the company motif. Excuse me, please. That way's locked off, though. So what's over here, since I guess I'm not going down there at the moment? Plants, people with shaded faces doing shady things. All works for me. Alright, so, of course, the next big question on our mind is, Sir, who is talking to us, who is obviously our supervisor or something to that effect, what do you want us? Why is our base littered with plants? Are they like extinct plants? Special plants? That's actually not you. You're like a nurse. I wonder what they'd sound like if you reversed and changed the pitch of their voices. Because it sounds like their voices are in a strange pitch and all that. This area looks like it's locked off. I'm gonna go check it out anyways. Authorized personnel only. Quite the professional sign to tell me that, I mention. Alright. Neglecting super trees growing in the base. Are these solar panels? But that wouldn't make sense to have them indoors. I'm trying to figure out what these are even for. They kind of look like mirrors, but they don't reflect anything. There's no sunlight here to be solar panels. Maybe they emit sunlight? I don't fucking know. Oh, you want me to put my hand scan? Alright. Being all fancy here, spy stuff. There you are, dear sir.
If Jimenez activates the system, you'll be pulled in. Hopefully he doesn't. But as a precaution, we've prepared an infusion to prevent contamination.
Like a vaccine? To protect me?
More accurately, to hide you. We developed STAT, but there is a ghost in the system. Something we call Ruvik. It means to keep us out. This infusion should protect you to some extent.
So, something to somewhat hide us.
Why send me alone?
You won't be alone. You'll be with your team from KPD. You'll get a call on the radio reporting an incident at Beacon. Everything will be arranged. But their consequences of little value. In regards to your mission, they're expendable.
I like how the camera is somewhat twisted here. hey, it's the thing from the title screen.
Come, sit down. We must have that boy. He will enable us to change everything.
I'll come back with him.
I needn't remind you the consequences for failure. Loyalty is a sensitive subject for us. Trust is such a valued commodity in today's world. So once again, I ask you, do you stand with Mobius?
I do. I made my choice.
Now you must back up your words with actions. Do not waver. Now I'm going to count down. And when I'm finished, I'll ask you a series of questions. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'd like to ask you some questions. Have you ever felt abandoned by the ones you trusted?
Hey! Anyone?
There's a flashlight in between these doors. So it's kind of interesting. It looks like we're going to be exploring the facility. Unless, of course, when I open up this door, I'm going to change locations.
What's going on? Where did everyone go?
Weren't you just being told you're going to the STEM system? Well, maybe she doesn't remember. Certainly some sounds having fun in there. Just kind of looking around, getting used to my brand new spanking flashlight. I can even hold it like this. It's almost like how they hold it in the Resident Evil 4. That is the exact same way they hold it in the Resident Evil 4 beta version, the fog, whatever version. Personal note there. Alright. Let's see. Nothing to see or do down there. I'm actually kind of excited for this, now that we're kicking straight into this. I mean, I knew I was going to be excited because I liked Evil Within, but... Let's see. Hello, dear sir. He looks very zombie-like. I knew that we could trust him because he's in such a position, but... Or can we? Because this isn't the right way to go, is it? This is just another dead end on dead ends. There is a bloody trail for us to follow with more corpses around. The question is if any of these are going to rise from the graves before we really pack ourselves full of any form of heat. Jeez, well there's the staircase. This is the staircase goes the other way. Nothing, I'm guessing? Yep, looks pretty much like nothing. I just need to confirm, though. The ways I always think are the wrong ways, end up being the right ways. Anyways. You, sir? Two, sir. Wait, are you a man? I think you're a woman. Well, that's okay. All dead the same. So what? This is a very confusing lock. Is the door only a push-open door? I guess it could make sense, but why this type of lock? I guess it's bolted to make sure nothing breaks through. It opens the other way, though. That won't even make any... What? Never mind, I don't understand the lock at all. Maybe I'm just not used to these high-tech military bases.
Help!
Hey!
The guy has an obscured face. Nothing good's coming out of him. But we're gonna give him a shot anyways. You're glowing yellow. Oh. I didn't actually mean to crawl through yet. Okay, I guess I'm crawling through. Okay, there's a way to turn off my flashlight.
No! No!
That's a new voice. Definitely said Leslie, though. Peekaboo? I'm coming for you? It's okay! Half of him is here.
Oh, shit. What could have done this?
Whatever the fuck was wearing those stiletto red heels, so... Let's see, can I hit this? No, I can't hit that. It's just it kind of stuck out to me, so... Is this door? Yep, it's now open to peek. Turn my flashlight off while we have the light here. What's this say? Physical plant, office area, BO2, reception. Sure, why not? I don't trust you one bit. It's blood dripping on you that's making the animation. You look less trustworthy than the rest of the corpses so far, though. Well, there's something to pick up next to you.
I'm afraid that the fragile mental states of the subjects are limiting our studies. Mobius wants us to move past Beacon patients and onto more stable people. They want to get STEM closer to its intended use. Would they see the world in the same way? Would a sane mind weather the psychically draining experience? I had that dream again. I entered the STEM myself.
That is definitely him, Jimenez's voice, so hi Jimenez. Enter cover. Oh, well, that's a new mechanic. There was no cover system in the original game. Is there going to be a point to cover? Is there going to be like turrets? Is it a hiding mechanic? There's actually so much I meant to check. I'm going to check quickly my options menu. Do I have it enabled? Not for that, but interaction icon. I actually want that on because I might miss things otherwise. I know myself well. Enter cover? Yar. Something or another is spinning. Keep my flashlight off because with all these covering areas, I feel like I'm going to be covering really soon. I'm probably going to have to backtrack and hide or something. I don't think we're alone. So I'm going to try getting used to these mechanics. I don't see anything yet. Oh, we are definitely not alone. Hello, it's a haunted. It's our first haunted that we get to actually face. Alright, so since we don't have a weapon, a takedown... Can we do a takedown? Do we even have anything for a takedown? Are we gonna, like, take him down with our flashlight? Okay, not what I want to have happen. Out. Of course they have to have a press smash heat open thing. Alright. Well, two things. First of all, the enemy was definitely glowing to the point of which it turned red after it was found and was sighted, so... So, outside of that, that's definitely a keeper box. Oh boy, they're gonna have fun with the fact I don't have any weapons yet so far, aren't they? There's a locker to hide in, I'll keep that in mind. There's a thing to push here. In fact, there's a few lockers to hide in. I'll start off by opening up this. It's a puzzle. Okay, so there are fingerprints on the number keys here. Maybe it's by most bloody. Yeah, okay, so this is an easy puzzle. There are 4 keys here, but they get less bloody. So if a person had blood on their finger, and it was like fresh blood, when they pressed buttons, their fingers would get drier with less and less blood. So the combination would be like, boop, beep. Now, is this or that less? I think it'd be boop, beep. There you go. Not bad. It was pretty obvious. Letter scrap. I don't know what that's saying. Something else to pick up there? Let's see. Shh. By the way, guys, don't give me hints in case... I mean, that puzzle was easy. I solved it immediately as soon as I looked at it, but I decided I was going to explain it first. But as a reminder to the stream chat, I don't like being told things, rather figure it out on my own. But that puzzle was really obvious. Anyways, office, locker room, office, etc., etc. So there's a lot of offices. If we are here, which I'm assuming is the red dot, we better be a little bit careful. The map is probably because we have a foreshadowing that the keeper may be here. We have a few lockers to hide in here. We have no gun. We do have a flashlight though. Keep it off though. Peekaboo, looking for you. Oh, they're gonna give us a bottle. That's nice of them. Now, enemies in these games usually have a thing. Now, the haunted officer are all glowing for Julie. I wonder if there's a reason why they're hunting for Julie. Or not haunting. Why they're glowing for Julie. Oh, there's a hunt right there. I didn't see it, really. She starts cowering when you've been undercover for a certain amount of time. That's unique. So for some reason, these haunted glow, maybe it's because of a deeper stealth focus, but these haunted glow and make a sound when they're spotted. Think I can stealth this enemy? I don't know if I can. Okay, so I'm going to try and stealth this one just to confirm if we can stealth or not. Since I kind of have his pattern down, he's going to come back through here. It's kind of hard to see him in the dark, though. When he's glowing, he's definitely more visible. Like right now, I can hardly tell that he's even there. I can kind of see the whites of his eyes, though. Okay, so this time, gonna make an effort to sneak kill him. Audio is helping me a lot in this instance. I can see the whites of his eyes, though. Time to confirm if we can sneak kill or not. I forget what the sneak kill button is, though. That didn't work out well. Excuse me, I ran out of energy. Hey, sir! Jeez, I'm almost out of stamina. Oh, never mind me. Thankfully, he's being done with me. Sorry, I can hardly see. I need to turn my flashlight on. Okay, so can I go back here? Yes, I can. You're not seeing me hide. I think he's gonna see me hide. I don't remember how the stealth mechanics of this game work. I mean, I might not even have anything for a takedown, though. I know how useless the no. I don't know. Sir. Sir, don't look at me like that. It's okay. It's the first enemy. They'll go a little bit easy on me. Ba-da, dee-dee, da-da-da.